What up? What up?
Ooh, let's go, bro.
I had to take my mic over here, man. I didn't think the red light was on and shit, man.
Oh, it is. It is. You good? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm back. We back. Yo, welcome back, everybody, to the Cover From podcast. He is Juan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether it be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit him with a drink of the day.
Hey, we're bringing back an oldie but goodie with a new tequila, man. We got a spicy margarita popping off today. That is fire. We use this Coralejo tequila reposado. That's the first time we've had this one. First time I've had this one, period. But definitely first time we've had it on the pod. It's a great tequila. Easy, simple, like margarita recipe in a cocktail shaker. Muddle 2 slices of jalapeno, ½ ounce of agave syrup, 2 ounces of the tequila, 1 ounce of the lime juice. Shake that, muddle the jalapenos first, add all that, shake it up, pour it in a glass full with ice, and enjoy. That's pretty much it, right? It feels like I missed something.
Don't put the seeds. Listen,
Sean learned about the seeds in the jalapeno the hard way.
The first round, I just sliced 2 jalapenos. I didn't take the seeds out. I put the agave syrup, the lime juice, and I muddled that together. Anyway, added tequila, the ice, all of that. When that shit hit my lips, I was on fire. So if you like it real spicy, leave the seeds in it.
Yeah.
If you like it less spicy, you take the seeds out. I chose to take the seeds out after that, man. I do not want to be shitting hot tomorrow.
I liked it. It was good, though. I finished that one.
I just know every time you eat something like really spicy, it's like goes down hot, comes out hot.
It comes out.
You know what I'm saying? The next day you fucking crying in the bathroom, man.
You're not trying to have a flaming gooch.
You're fucking... That's what we should have called this shit.
The flaming gooch. Okay, that's the name of the drink. It's the name of that episode is Flaming Gooch.
All right, man, go. Yeah, try that out. Just like you said, basic margarita, but
I like tequila,
this tequila has got some special flavors, and we did try it by itself.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't have the greatest palate, but
I feel like I don't either.
I don't know if it has like, I don't know. I feel like I was tasting like some like caramel or something else.
That's what it felt like. It felt like very syrupy, but like caramel potentially was like the thing that I got out of it. It was like,
the flavor on it was really good. So check it out if you got it in your area. All right, man. Compliment of the week is going out to
Gary Owen, man. I saw the story, man, with Gary Owen. A guy kind of like messaged him during the week. A guy had tickets to his show. He kind of messaged him like, "Oh man, I got tickets to your show this Friday. My wife passed."
Oh,
so,
shit. Okay.
You know, like I'm not gonna make it to the show, whatever. Yeah. And somehow the guy gets talked into going, and I don't know if it was Gary or the guy's friends or whatever. But anyway, the guy ends up going to the show. Gary talks about it. The guy's like, I came, I'm here, you know.
Oh, shit.
And they have this exchange, which is cool, man. And then Gary Owen ends up going like, yo, man, how much was the wife's? And the guy's like, oh, I forget what it was, but it was less than $2,000 for like her, he's like, oh, it's a cremation and yada, yada. This is what I got left to pay and all this other stuff. And then the guy's like, what's up? So do you miss work or whatever? Like Gary Owen. And then the guy's like, yeah, this. And he goes like, stay after. I got you. I'm going to cover your wife's expenses. I'm going to cover anything that has to do with you being off to take care of your kids. I'm going to I got you. Like, man, I thought that was a cool ass moment, man, in the comedy show. And then it was hilarious because he was able to kind of bring it right back, and make the situation funny. Because, people in the audience just like, it's just like fucking tearjerker, right? This guy telling you this whole thing that happens. And even Gary's kind of like, I got you. Let me do something to just, this sucks, like to. And I thought it was neat, man. It's like, you don't have to do that, bro. Like
no, that's awesome.
To do that for a fan, make that guy, you can tell it meant a lot to that guy that he kind of stepped in and did that. And I thought, I saw that moment and I thought it was so fucking cool because a lot of times people go viral for the dumbest shit, or for like, and I'm guilty of it, right? Because I click it and I share it, right? You don't go viral for good shit. And I'm just as much part of that problem. But it was cool to see a story that was like a feel good or that it's quote unquote viral for something great. And it's funny, it didn't even really go as viral probably as it should because it is something good.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But had Gary Owen said some wild shit, which wait a minute, he did. That one, we'll get to that one. But
Yeah, I have a
yeah,
whole different Gary Owen
yes,
story.
on in the same week,
Yeah, in
right?
the same week.
But so shout out Gary Owen, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
definitely.
man, I have a soft spot always for comics too, doing shit, man, doing cool and making the news. But yeah, shout out to him, man. That was a cool ass thing. Gary be making headlines for the wrong shit sometimes, and he gets a lot of shit for certain things, especially his personal life for the last few years. Um, so I'm glad to see him like make it over.
Yeah, doesn't he? I mean, I think he has. I think he has gotten like a divorce,
Yeah, but he had
and
like a
then he
wild divorce.
wild
Yeah,
divorce,
yeah.
and like his kids, like is it him that his
Yeah,
kids
his
don't really
kids, like,
talk to
didn't
him
fuck
or
with him no
whatever?
more, and then, like,
Yeah, it's
and then he
really
was getting, like he was, like, having a hideout in places so he couldn't get served because, he was trying to get served. I think it was, like, in, I might get this wrong, so I'm sorry, but, like, in
yeah,
Ohio versus California because it
yes,
was, like
yes.
yeah, and so there was all this drama behind it was wild, and his whole shit was, like, very documented and insane, but, yeah, I'm glad that kind of part of his life is behind him, and then he's dealing with, and then he's being able to, I see him a lot now. See a lot of clips. He's touring, he's doing stuff. So I like to see him. It's cool to see him make headlines for something like this. And I even saw a couple weeks ago. I saw some wherever he was. They basically had to add another show. He already had like 3 or 4 shows. And they added another one just because he was doing so
Nice.
well in that city, man. So it's cool, man. So shout out Gary Owen, man.
That has to be a
It's
great
fire.
feeling as a comic, man, when you go somewhere and then your show sells out that quickly, and then they just go, "Yo, we need to add another one." It's gotta be a great
Oh
feeling,
yeah,
man.
man. It
And
has to be.
so
That's
shout
dope.
out to him, man, for doing that. Like I say, he didn't have to do that for that guy.
Nah.
But yo, and
Yeah, it's like,
the
what'd you hear about Gary
yeah,
this
yeah.
week?
Well, it was a clip, and obviously, we're in the space now, man. A lot of us are on social media, and that's all we get, man. Is clips of people, of each other, or whatever. Anyway, it was NBA All-Star Weekend was this past weekend. And, before we get into that, it was or sorry, to get into that, they had a new format for the NBA All-Star Game,
Okay.
and it was the US versus the world.
Oh, was that this year?
So,
Is that what
yeah,
they
that
actually
was
did?
this time,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was
I
it
didn't realize
was
they did.
yo, entertaining.
Yeah?
They
I
did
forgot All-Star Weekend was even this weekend, bro.
they basically did 3 teams. They did 2 US teams and 1 world team,
Okay.
okay? The 2 US teams were made up of, like, I call them like the old heads. So like LeBron, KD, Steph, who didn't play, and
Injury? He didn't play 'cause injury or did
injury, yeah, yeah,
okay.
and several others, but sort of like the current players, but kind of like guys at the tail end of their career
Gotcha, okay. The
versus
Twilight.
right. The other team had guys like Devin Booker and Ant-Man, and
Uh,
like that. So
is Devin Booker still part of that team? Do we still look at him as elite, man? That's interesting.
yeah, you don't. I mean, they don't. I mean,
I just
that
don't hear
team
about
has
Devin
that
Booker no
right,
more, man.
right.
Yeah, I
That's true.
forget that he's even in the league.
So anyway, so it was like those two teams for the U.S. and then the world, and the way they did it was, um, the world played against like the young guys from the U.S.
Okay.
and then the world played against the old guys from the U.S. They lost both games,
Oh,
so
damn.
they're eliminated,
So the
and
world lost to oh,
yeah, and
wow,
then
okay.
and then the two U.S. teams played. And the young guys outlasted the old guys.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it was
That's dope.
and it's only by a quarter. So they only
Uh,
play for a quarter. So it's cool. So it's basically like 4 quarters. It's like a full game,
but it's
but it's
between
like
different
like
teams
like
are
an
playing in
elimination
that.
and different
Oh,
teams that
that's
play.
cool, man. Yeah,
So I enjoyed it.
cool
Definitely
format.
definitely enjoyed that. Now the reason I bring back Gary Owen in this conversation because they were talking about the different formats, and he was like, "Yo, you should just have blacks versus whites." He's like, "Fuck the US versus the world." He goes, "Let's just call it what it is. The black the black guys against the white guys." And so it was a funny clip, right? And obviously he's a comedian, he makes shit funny, he's
But
just a funny
also,
dude. But also,
he's onto
I'm
something.
watching yeah, I'm watching. Like I'm fucking
But
watching,
don't we
bro.
already have a sport like that? We should try to make white people feel good. It's the Olympics. It's already happening right now.
That's only Summer Olympics.
Nah, you think Winter
Right
Olympics
now,
is
Winter
it?
Olympics is for
This is when we
yeah,
make the Neanderthals feel good
they
about
beat them.
themselves.
Yeah,
This is what
they
the fuck.
yeah,
Nah,
they
you know what though? Actually, I gotta kind of take that back because the whites might be dominating the NBA right now, bro. The whites might, yo, between Cooper Flag and Luka Doncic. And the I don't even know, the 2 dudes from the Magic, the German dudes, the Wagners,
Oh, Wagner's?
and, I said, "I don't know, man, the whites might have a chance, bro."
But Wagner, that sounds like a German
It
name.
is German.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you got Doncic, he's from not from here, right?
No.
Um,
No, you can't do white American dudes. They ain't cook.
no, that's what I'm
We
saying.
don't have enough. It's gonna be Cooper Flag and, like, what was that? Adams,
Oh
from,
my gosh. Yeah,
I can't
no.
think, yeah, no. And it's something named Sabonis.
He's probably not even American either.
You right, man. No, his dad, well, nah, you're right, his dad's background, his heritage is 'cause I forget where Arvydas Sabonis is from.
I mean, in reality, right, none of us are American, so
Yeah.
we all from somewhere.
We're Americans from somewhere.
From somewhere.
Yeah. But
But, yo,
that would kinda be a fire ass game.
yeah, it would be dope. I mean, like, it would be dope because it's just like you would get people to probably watch the
Yeah.
NBA that don't normally.
Nah, we can't keep doing this to the whites, bro. This is why they keep shooting up fucking public places. We gotta give them something that they can win, bro.
Winter Olympic.
We gotta
Come
nah,
on,
Winter
man.
Olympics, but not
They
basketball.
got ice
Yeah, we give
hockey,
you
they
ice
got
hockey,
fucking ice hockey,
curling.
figure skating,
Yeah.
curling,
Yeah, you're right.
all the ski shit.
Yeah, because like Winter Olympics is for like the parents. It's for like so that you can make the boarding school kids feel good about themselves, right? Like all the parents that sent their kids
It's
away to
all the
some
shit
board.
that people can't afford.
Yeah, it's all that's what I'm saying. Nobody
Yeah,
like
we can't afford skis,
yeah, no one with parents who love them
snowboards.
is competing in the Winter Olympics. It's all affluent whites from around the world.
You know, one thing that I found cool, man, is like I, a lot of the Winter Olympic stuff, and I want to get back to the NBA, but real quick on the Winter Olympic stuff, man, a lot of the like the half pipe and a lot
Uh,
of these skiing, like this down slope skiing where they fucking have to do flips and stuff.
yeah.
It feels very X game-ish,
Yeah, I
right?
love that shit.
Yeah.
I like the half pipe and the
What I
snowboard.
have
Yeah.
noticed, man, is that the people that are doing like these X game type events, yo, like it's like love across the board. Like Shaun White was there cheering for the guy from Japan because when Shaun White was like at his prime, like he met these kids that were doing it and stayed in touch with them.
Uh,
Even like like somebody from whatever from China would come down and do a fucking dope flip or whatever, and then when he gets down to the bottom, like the guy or girl from the US is like hugging him, like, "Oh man, that was amazing."
that's dope.
You
Cause,
know what I'm saying?
cause Shaun White's been one of the few in and like to your point about the like the X Games type thing.
Yeah,
Like I feel like Shaun White is one of the few who's been able to like cross into both.
yeah,
Where like X Games success, X Games respected, like that kind of like urban crowd that's into like the skate
yes,
culture. And then in the Olympics, he's also revered, but he's also like a two-sport athlete. He's a skateboarder and he's a
yeah,
snowboarder, right? So he's like but he said he has like respect of his peers and audiences on both
both
sides, which is like
sides.
rare in that space, man. And it's cool to see that. I wonder if those guys too all have disrespect for one another because it's so difficult to do these moves, and so
Dude,
these guys are risking literally limbs to pull off. And so I think even somebody pulls off something, even if you're competing against them, I think the amount of respect you have for them pulling off certain tricks,
yeah,
it's something that probably only they understand, like the nuance
yeah.
of like that shit was impressive. Like we look at it, we're like, yo, that's wild. I'm sure it's 10 times harder than we even think it is in our
Oh,
mind. Yeah.
absolutely, bro. Dude, the other thing is too, man, so like to contrast that, like I've never watched some of the Olympics, so like speed skating, for instance, right? Like I watched some of those and so like there was this one guy who goes and he did a really good run. And then some dude from the American side, I wish I could remember their names. Um he just has this amazing run.
Mhm.
And it's just like, yo, you can't be like, because and then the guy who sort of lost is over there with his hands on him, and I'm like, yo, like you did amazing. This
This
guy
guy just
just
happened to do
yeah, like you gotta be happy, man. Like when you do something that's great, or you do a really good job, or you do your fucking best, you give it your all. You have to be happy with that, man. Even if somebody comes along and does better than you, like, yo, good for them.
I
But
don't think it was that, bro. I think he was like, "My parents still aren't gonna love me."
nah.
I thought it was They sent me away to boarding school in fucking Belgium and for me to become an Olympic gold medalist, and I couldn't even deliver on that. It's like, I am a piece of shit. I
Speaking of
don't deserve their love.
speaking of pieces of shit, did you watch
I don't even know where this is going, and I
did you
love it.
watch the NBA dunk contest?
Piece
Yo,
of
what the fuck, man?
so no.
Did you see
Dude,
any
I
of the
told you I
highlights
forgot
or
All-Star
anything?
Weekend was even a thing. No, not even a
Bruh.
highlight. I did see on like the news alert the name of the person that won it, and I go, I don't even know
You
who
know what
that
that
is.
is? That's my point. So like this is like the biggest thing that I wanna I wish the NBA just do away with the dunk contest, or you go, like the All-Stars are voted in, right? Whether it's
Mhm.
by fan base or media or both, whatever, right?
Yeah,
Out of that squad, it's like, who wants to do the dunk
that's
contest?
what I think it should be.
If nobody wants to do it,
They just
then
scrap it.
just kill it, man. Just kill
I
it.
think
Like,
it
they
should be
don't
people who
fucking
make
have
the
it.
All-Star teams.
Dude, so they have
And I know we've talked about this on here
Keyshawn
before. What a way to
Johnson.
fucking ruin an event that used to be like must watch in the
Oh
NBA,
my
bro.
god,
Up until the
bro.
early 2000s,
Yeah, bro.
the
When I was a
dunk
kid, that
contest
was
was
ama
me. Oh
yes.
my god, man,
We
same,
didn't
bro.
even care about the All-Star game.
Nope. The dunk contest was the All-Star game for
Dude,
like it was like, oh,
amazing.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So Keyshawn Johnson, who is a player on
Play football.
the Heat, I don't even know if he's a starter or not. I never heard of him. Listen, I don't watch a ton of NBA,
Yeah.
so that doesn't mean that the guy's not famous. Doesn't
You
mean he's
sure he's
not
not a
good.
football player?
Nah, that's Keyshawn. This guy's parents were definitely football fan, probably Jet
Probably
fans.
Jet fans. Okay.
Um, but yeah, Keyshawn Johnson defeated Carter Bryant, which Carter Bryant, I
Oh,
don't even
that
know what
is.
that is either. Um, he had the best dunk of the competition, in my opinion.
Okay.
But then when they went to the last round, when it was just them two,
Uh,
he missed his
what happened to
dunks.
white boy McClung or whatever that who's been
Oh,
going
he
off?
didn't. No,
He didn't
and then
enter,
he
or
didn't
he
enter.
just didn't.
No, he
'Cause
didn't
I
enter.
did see a video of him. He basically did his own dunks in a video. He did this
Oh,
like
really?
they were all amazing. I haven't
Well,
seen the ones
they
that
did.
won, but I
He's
saw the dunks he
he's on the
practiced.
Pacers.
Oh, is he?
He got called up from the G League. He was with the Osceola
Yeah,
Magic,
he was with the Magic.
and
Yeah.
then he got called up
So
to
is
the.
that why he wasn't allowed to enter the dunk contest then maybe? Because he wasn't in the NBA?
No, he is in the NBA. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Last year he wasn't
He
in the
wasn't.
NBA.
Okay.
Last time he was in the NBA. But anyway, man, like this dude Keyshawn Johnson, like his dunks weren't really that impressive. And then he's dancing, and I'm just like, who is this guy, man?
Uh,
Again, the star power. I don't even care. Like, listen,
it's not start.
congrats
Yeah,
to
good for
him.
him, whatever. Yeah.
But I'm just like, yo, you and Keyshawn Johnson and Carter Bryant, you guys are not all stars. Like, don't
Dude,
fucking put
and the
all
NBA
stars.
used to be one of those leagues where you knew every player, even the ones who weren't all-stars. Like, the NBA used to be every name I felt like was a household name, at least on the popular teams. Like, there was a point in time, I'm almost positive, like, early 2000s, we all knew, at least if you watch any basketball or any sports at all, we could all name the starting five for almost every NBA team. The Lakers for sure, the Knicks, the Pistons, the Indiana Pacers at that time. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, Pacers," back then, you'd be like, "Oh, Steven Jackson, Reggie Miller." Like you would have went down the line, and you would have. I think we would have at least known who the starting five were for every team. I don't know that I could
At least the
name
good teams.
a right. I don't know that I could name a player on every NBA team, like a player.
Oh no, I don't think I could either.
Like if I and before, and
As a
I
matter of
could
fact,
definitely do that.
Atlanta Hawks right
10
now,
years ago,
I
15
don't
years
know
ago.
not one player.
Yeah, I couldn't name you a single player on the Hawk. I couldn't name you a single player on the Blazers. I couldn't name you a single player on.
Oh, Dame is back.
Oh, is he back in
He's back. I
Portland?
know.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
he's
so
back.
Dame Lillard.
Which I think
Memphis.
he won the 3-point contest.
Oh, but he's not even playing this season, right? He's out for the year.
Dame?
Dame.
I mean, if he's shooting threes, I'm
I'm
assuming
pretty
he's
sure
playing.
he answered that, and he's not even playing games.
Oh
I'm
shit, I
almost. I
don't
could
know.
be wrong,
I don't
man.
know.
But I'm almost Dame. I'm almost positive he's either out for the season or has been out for the season. And he's trying to come back before the season ends.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
think. But no, Memphis. They were playing on the Memphis.
Oh yeah, no, they got John Morant.
Oh, see, I forgot he's even in the league. I thought he got himself kicked out already. Houston. That's what Durant is now, right?
Yes, so they have some up and coming. They got a young squad.
Okay.
But they also have no, I'm thinking about the wrong team.
The Brooklyn Nets, bro.
No, not one.
And I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Right? Like I grew up a Nets and a Magic fan. I couldn't name you a single player on the Nets right now. and I'm supposed to like them.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, the Wizards, I can only name you players now because Trae Young got
Because
traded
Trae
there.
Young got traded there.
Um,
Charlotte?
no idea.
Yeah, Ball. LaMelo Ball.
Oh, okay.
He's on there. And actually,
The Bulls?
they'll probably make it into the playoffs this year. So
Oh,
keep an
really?
eye out. Yeah,
Charlotte?
they got a decent squad.
The Bulls?
Zach LaVine? Is he
I
still
I
on it?
don't even think he's on the Bulls anymore, bro.
No. Did he get traded to
I
Sacramento?
feel like he got traded. Yep, I think that's
I
where
feel
he
like
is.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can name more players in Sacramento probably. And that, yeah, I'm like, man,
But
like,
so check this out, bro. So dunk contests suck, in my opinion. Like to say, like the no star power. The other thing I saw or that I noticed in the arena, empty seats, bro. So I looked it up.
for the dunk contest?
Just in general.
Oh, All-Star game and like
So
the
yeah, like the
festivities?
All-Star weekend,
Yeah, okay.
right? So I watched the skills competition, I watched the 3-point contest, the dunk contest, and I watched the All-Star game.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of the celebrity game as
Okay,
well.
okay.
But anyway, average ticket prices jumped 40%, and it was around 2 grand.
To watch the All-Star game?
Yeah, dude. And I'm going, yo, you guys are like you're pricing out
Yeah.
like
Well, I
your
didn't go
average fan.
when it came here, I remember a few years back, I didn't go because it was like I was like, "Fuck you." Like, the prices were insane. It was something it wasn't 2 grand, but it was still offensive. And then I remember I was laughing because around the city, all you saw were, like, chicks just dolled up and paid, and I'm like, "I get it. If you spend 2 grand and you're one of them, it's an investment in your future." You know? But the city was loaded with people trying to get themselves a ball player.
Yeah.
It was wild. Downtown Orlando was insane during All-Star Week.
And I think this All-Star game was in San Fran, I think.
They even have oh,
Like, I think it's in
Golden State. I'm
the
like, do they even
I
have
think
an
it's Golden
NBA
State.
team?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Golden
go
State. I think that's where it was. If I'm wrong, apologize. But yeah, so like, did I definitely liked the change in the format of the All-Star game.
Yeah.
But the last quarter wasn't really entertaining. The the veterans had now played 3 straight quarters, or were playing 3 straight quarters, and they
So they're
gassed out.
gassed out.
They
Did you
gassed
I'm
out.
curious. Yeah, our boy Alex is a big NBA fan. I'd be curious. I gotta talk to him. Hit us up. I know he'll know all the like the up and coming and all the
Yeah.
deets behind the scenes with NBA guy because I feel like I'm so out of touch with NBA right now,
He's
and I
in
generally don't start paying attention until it
the
gets closer to
playoffs.
the playoffs anyway. But I feel like I'm so like even the Magic they've made it so difficult to watch games now. Too like local games, like it used to be that there was like a local sports channel here where you can watch the
Yeah.
games, and now it's like some fucking gambling app or whatever that you gotta watch games through it,
Oh, is
like
it FanDuel?
FanDuel or some shit. Like, I'm like, so I'd never even watched them because I'm like, "Yo, I wanna watch it, I wanna follow
Yeah.
it, so when they do make the playoffs, like." But yeah, it's so difficult, so I gotta try to make it a point to either just get out to a game or 2 before the
Yeah.
season ends and then, yeah, see how that whole thing plays out. But NBA used to be it sucks because NBA used to be, like, one of my favorite sports to watch. It was like NFL, NBA were,
Yeah.
like, like, the 2 main sports, and now I'm like, "Man, I'm so out of touch with NBA." And it's odd, man, I'm really interested in seeing people actually follow the game because part of me goes, "Maybe I'm just old," right? Like, and so,
Yeah,
like,
like,
the
maybe
people that
you're
I
just out of
follow
touch, right?
right.
Not everybody.
Right,
Right.
exactly, but, yeah, I don't know, because like, my son's not into the NBA,
Yeah.
and he's at the age now where that's where, like, he would be getting into, and he's not really into, like, he's a little more into the NFL stuff, was into, like, more of the baseball stuff, but, like, I don't think my son can name you a single NBA player. That's not like LeBron or,
Yeah.
Steph Curry or something like that,
My one of my sons is into the NBA. He knows a lot of the players and stuff, man. The other 2, not so much. Um, but no, man, I still like it. Like, for me, it's like the NFL's number 1, and then after the Super Bowl, I'll watch the All-Star weekend,
Yeah.
but then I kinda wait for March Madness. Once March Madness is finished of college, then I'll start paying attention to NBA.
I'm looking forward to March Madness this year because I think basketball has benefited greatly from the nil thing, where you're getting people to stay
To
because they're
stay.
getting paid, and so you're gonna
Dude, I
get
love it.
and I'm hoping that translates into a much better NBA product 5 to 10
It
years from now,
will.
because
It
you're gonna get these kids who
absolutely
are gonna
will.
stay 3 to 4 years
Yes,
in
bro,
college, and
yes.
so they're gonna become household names. They're gonna develop their game. They're gonna you're gonna get the teams that you got in the '90s where, like, we knew people in college, like in the 90s, you had, like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, like insane rivalry.
Yeah.
And then it followed into the NBA. I think it'd be cool to have something like that now where you had whether it's players, teams, a group of players that go from college to the NBA that you can follow the whole way through. I think out of all the things that I'm like, I think they still need to sort some shit out. But I think with the nil thing, it might have actually fixed college basketball. I think it hurt college football. It might have fixed college basketball because I think college football
No,
already
I
made
think
it to where you had to stay 3 years. It didn't matter.
yeah, but
I think with
now they're
college
staying
basketball,
the extra year in college football,
yes.
which I think also, especially for like quarterbacks, you're more ready.
No, yes, but what I will say for football, because I think it's a sport where you need you because of systems and schemes and schematics and the chess being played in football, I think you need people to stay on the same team. I think where it's hurt football is that players are just changing
Oh,
teams
it's
every
your
year.
teams. I see. Okay,
Yeah, like I think it's hurt them from that standpoint. Where I think from basketball, I think it's easy to just get into a team, play 10 games, get in a groove and then take off. You know what I mean? And then so now you go, if those kids change teams every year, no biggie. However, I think college basketball is still at this stage where if you're a kid and you get into North Carolina, you're staying at North Carolina or you're staying at Duke or you're staying at Michigan State. You're staying,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
think the powers, I think what you'll see is kids from other schools go to those programs. But I think if you were good enough to get into those programs from the get-go, you're probably staying. I
yeah,
think, just anecdotally. But it's actually fixed the college basketball game where I'll see games now and I'm like, oh, the quality is better now.
yeah.
Like I don't know names yet of people,
Right.
but I'm watching games and I'm going, oh, this is a better product. Like if I have it on in the background, so I'm like, I'm actually looking forward to the tournament this year because I think the tournament is where now the names start
Yeah.
making a name for themselves.
This Saturday, man, number 1 Michigan is playing number 3 Duke.
Team,
That's gonna be
that's gonna be a good game.
so
But what's funny, man? This is how little I completely missed that there was All Star Weekend, but I did watch the Daytona 500. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah,
had a
yeah.
phenomenal ending
Oh
in
my god.
Daytona. And it's funny because I always watch. I may not necessarily watch the whole race, but Daytona, I always love watching the first few laps because they
'Cause
always do that
they
thing where they
crash.
shut off. Well, that and they always do the thing with the audio where they cut off all the audio except for the cars. And if you have a
Oh,
good
I didn't
surround
realize that.
sound,
Yeah.
you just crank that shit up and all you can, and the cars
It's
sound
just
like,
like, "Whoop, whoop, whoop,
yeah,
whoop."
and it makes your fucking house rumble. It's awesome. And then Daytona is, like I said, the crashes. Daytona is such a wild race, man. Um, and
Are
this
there
one
always
delivered.
that many
Yeah,
crashes?
it's fucking,
Dude,
bro.
so I'm
You're going
watching
200 for most of that race,
so
bro.
I'm
It's
watching
awesome.
it. I'm watching it and I'm going like, all right, so I'm watching it and all the cars are really close, right? And so my kids watching it with me and they're going like, "Well, how fast are they going?" I go, "I'm pretty sure it's around 200." And then of course it comes up and it's like 186, 189, right?
Yeah,
And I'm going like, "Yeah." And I go, "Man, look at how close
close
they
to, yeah,
are," right? And dude, just as I said that, crash.
crash. Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh," and so it kinda made it I mean, I don't want these guys to crash, but
No, no, no.
it makes it exciting.
But it makes it exciting. No, well, I think what happens is that the hard racing at the end is what led to the crashes,
Yeah.
where these guys are bumping their bumpers, they're trying to
Yeah,
move each other
yeah,
out of the
yeah,
way. I'm like you could tell it means something to these guys. And
yeah,
sure, I'm sure some of them are gonna throw some hands afterwards, but I think too, there's something about Daytona where it's understood, like, yo, some of y'all just gonna get put into a wall or you're gonna get spun out. Like it's just the
yeah.
nature of the beast. And I may have mentioned this on this podcast before, is I've been on the track at Daytona and I've walked it.
Yeah.
On TV, you can't
You
tell,
can't them on the
but
walls.
the turns
The
on the
turns. Yeah,
wall,
yeah, 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 yeah.
the bank is, I think it's like 45 degrees or something.
I've never been there, but you have.
Dude, when you're walking it, you can't stand on the banks. Like you have to basically go full speed. If I'm at the bottom of the track, say on the turn,
Yeah.
to make it to the top, I have to run full speed to get up there. Otherwise, I'm just falling. Like on
Oh,
my like if
yeah?
I'm like I can't walk it, I guess. Like that's how banked it is, but you can't tell
No, you can't.
when you're watching it. So those cars are
They're
essentially
pulling G's,
sideways.
bro, yeah.
Yes, bro. It's and to your point about them being like so close to each other, it doesn't translate on TV, but when you watch it in person, they're going past you so fast. Like it looks like 200 miles an hour and they're an inch apart. And you're just like, it gives you a whole new like respect for it. But like I find that shit to be so entertaining, like the NASCAR shit, like because that race just gets wild every year, like wilder and wilder, and it always ends
I
great.
would love to talk to, like, a NASCAR fan to go, like, which is, like, is it Daytona? Is that the wild one? you know,
Yeah, like, is it
or is it
Talladega? Like
yeah,
the yeah.
Bristol, whatever, like, which one is, like, the really, like,
Yeah, I feel
the
like
wild
Daytona is
races?
probably and maybe I'm biased because I've been to that track and because it's here, but, like, I feel like because Daytona NASCAR starts their season with the Super Bowl. It's the first race of the year, and they do shit kinda backwards where, like, the first race of the year for them is, like, their Super Bowl. Like,
Okay.
Daytona is the biggest the Daytona 500 rather is the
Right.
biggest race of the year because they do another one in Daytona in the summer, but the Daytona 500 is, like, their holy grail.
Yeah,
That's, like,
yeah.
the one where if you're a driver, you aim to win that one. Like, they don't give a shit about winning Indianapolis or Bristol or Talladega. It's like they wanna win the Daytona 500 is, like, the one they're measured against. So, like,
And the team that won ended up being partially owned
MJ,
by
bro.
fucking Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man, and he
I'm
got the
like, "Damn, man, you ain't got enough rings,
and
bro."
he was sniffing kids and shit during the celebration,
I
and you
saw it.
saw that.
What was that?
I don't know, bro, but I'm like, "God damn it, Jordan. I'm about to find out you on a list."
We still
He
haven't examined
he
the
was
full
doing weird
list
shit.
yet, bro.
He was doing something. He was spanking the
I'm
kid.
like, he don't know what he was
He was,
doing.
like, back playing with the Bulls, but he was giving the ass tap, you know what I'm saying? Like but, yeah, man, he ain't got enough championships, man. You know what's funny? I like seeing Jordan succeed in that because you could tell when he talks about whenever I've seen interviews of him and talk, he's so fucking passionate, like, you can
Oh
tell
my
he
god,
loves
yeah.
that shit. He's not, like, trying to make money as an owner. I'm sure he is, but, like, he's not doing it because, like, oh, like, you can tell he, like,
It's the
legitimately
competition.
loves the
Yeah.
competition. Yeah, yeah. It's so cool. So, he for a minute, they thought Bubba Wallace was gonna win it. It was also his driver, and one
Oh,
of
they're on the same team?
yeah, Bubba
Oh,
Wallace
okay, okay.
and Tyler Reddick, I think Tyler Reddick was on the winner. Yeah, yeah. So shout out Tyler Reddick. They're both part of the Jordan squad,
Yeah.
or that 23 whatever XI team. I forget 2311. I think some shit like that. I'm gonna get that wrong.
Yeah, I'm
But
not sure.
yeah, but yeah, it was cool as fuck to see win. But I saw Jordan celebration at the end. He's spanking his little kid. I was like, God damn it, Jordan. Yeah,
It's like, yo, everything is on camera.
yeah.
Like,
Everything, bro.
yeah.
You can't pick your nose and nothing nowhere, bro. Yo, I had a moment this weekend too where I had my self-esteem was at an all-time low. Did you see did you see that the Epstein files had the guy who owns Life Touch? Life Touch, if any of y'all ever went to any school, especially in Florida, Life Touch did your school photos. Like, you know, you went to school, they
Oh,
took
yeah,
a
yeah,
picture
yeah.
and you went home.
They don't want and then they charge you like
Yeah,
$500
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for your
It was like
fourth
$7,000
grade
for
pictures. What the fuck,
for
man?
wallet
Like,
size photos.
right?
But the dude from Life Size, Life Touch, whatever, made the Epstein list, and the whole time I was like, "This motherfucker was probably using that as a form of identifying victims." And I go, "Man, I took photos for that shit a
A
lot."
lot.
I'm like, "I never got picked."
They didn't wanna bring
They
you to
didn't
the
wanna
island. They're like, "Nah, ain't nobody gonna do that one."
I was like, "Yo, Priest passed on me, the Life Touch dude passed on me." I was like, "Yo,
Why
am I ugly?"
why ain't I good enough,
I was like,
Mr.
"What?"
Life Touch Man?
I was like, "Damn, yo." I was right for the pick, and I was involved in all your and right in the and I was part of all of your search, what do you call that? I was part of the web that or the net that was cast, and they just threw me back in.
You know where you have good, probably good success rate? Olympic Village, man.
Oh.
They
Yo, they
apparently
putting up numbers, dog.
they apparently ran out of condoms this week.
Nah, say the number, though. How many of them?
Oh, I
Run
don't
out of
know.
condoms. Oh, you don't know the number?
No, you got a number?
3,000 condoms in the first 3 days. They had to
Yeah?
replenish their,
How many athletes?
ooh, that's a
That's a
good
good que
question.
right? That's
It's
a
gotta
good
be a couple hundred, right? A few hundred athletes? How many athletes in the Winter Olympic? Well, for yeah,
let's
yeah, because
see.
when the first 3 days, it's at a peak, right, before people get sent home. So, 3,000 condoms yeah, because if it's like 1,000 athletes, you're right, that's not impressive. But if it's like 100, I get it, though.
Oh, no, almost 3,000 athletes.
Almost 3,000 athletes?
2,900
Okay.
from 90 countries.
So
Oh,
one
wait, that's just hold on. Yeah. Yeah.
alright, so you figure you only need one for half, so that means everybody getting 2 because, you know, presumably you're not jerking off with a condom on, right? So you there's one in another pair, right? So so let's just divide that by 2, let's say 1,500. So everybody, within the first 3 days too? Right.
But did you see they had promised to replenish by Valentine's Day?
Hell yeah. Yo, these motherfuckers went there to collect gold
Not like we
foil,
never
not gold medals.
all red hearts. Like, what the fuck? Why Valentine's Day?
Why, man?
Like, no, there's no love going on there, man. They just,
It's
they
just
just
testosterone
oh my gosh, man, like
and peak a human performance at like there is something I'm sure that's like what do you call that like it's an aphrodisiac, like you're around world class athletes
oh my god,
and
yeah, the
everybody's in
everybody's
impeccable
in
shape.
shape
Yeah,
and
yeah,
oh
it's
man,
the
yeah.
testosterone's all that. They're all injecting themselves with shit. I'm sure, like they're just. It's I wonder. Do you remember how there was like the old adage, like boxers, like you don't fuck for X amount of time leading
Yep.
up to a fight. I guess that doesn't apply to every other sport.
Oh, good question.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's
you're
right.
like, oh, you're like energy level. Like yo, do you? Is it an advantage if you're doing some Summer Olympic shit like shooting? And you gotta get your nerves all calm and you
That's
gotta be
right.
chill, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
you gotta get it out.
you gotta get it
Like, I'm
out.
gonna need extra.
Yeah, 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 but then if you're like if you need some adrenaline shit, I
Yeah,
would think you gotta
like a
keep
like
it
a
in.
sprinter.
Yeah, I would think you need it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah, 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 I don't know.
God damn that. Olympic athlete, bro, look at them
The
go.
one thing about the Olympics, man, did you see actually, a couple of things I got, did you see the Venom helmet?
Oh, that shit
I
looks
don't know
so
whose
cool,
that
man.
was,
Oh,
but the guy was one of those, like, sleds. There's a different name for these sleds, but it's like a single guy, head
yeah.
first, going down a freaking ice.
It's the sled where it's him by himself,
Is
he's
it called
laying on it.
skeleton?
Yeah, that's what it is, it's a
And the
skeleton sled.
guy's like head first. He's got a helmet on, and it has the Venom
Yeah,
face painted on it. Awesome. Whoever that was, shout out to you. That
hell
was
yeah.
amazing. The other thing is, man, the British skeleton team apparently 3D printed their helmets.
No.
And then the committee was like, nah, you can't use them because apparently it gave them like an advantage in like aerodynamics.
But isn't that the point?
I mean, I would think
It's
so,
weird. I wonder
but
what the
it's
rules are for that
probably
because, like,
it's
isn't
probably
part of
rules around it.
I would think that part of the sport is figuring out your equipment. But so, like, I guess you're trying to make the athlete the center of the so you make everybody essentially have the
Have
same
the same
specs. I
stuff.
guess it's like a Formula One
Like
car or
F1, yeah.
yeah, or like NASCAR or whatever. Like,
Yep, yep.
I guess, but I don't know, man. I feel like, well, then I guess what happens in that scenario is like the rich teams go back because if you can afford better development and yada yada,
Right,
right?
right.
I guess, like, so it keeps the sport in its purest form. Because I remember for the longest time, swimming was like that. Like there was a whole big deal behind like the leotards that swimmers would use, and then it was like, um, 'cause then it went from, like, the whole leotards to, like, the guys wearing the long shorts to, like, then it
Yep.
was, like, no shorts, and it was, like, it switched, and I remember it being somebody started it first, and I forget if they were sponsored by some big company, and it created, like, some crazy advantage, to where then they made everybody suit the same, like, everybody had to wear the exact same,
Right.
even, like, swimming suits, so it's weird, man, how,
No, I mean, remember to your point, I think last week you told a story about the guys injecting themselves in the penis,
yeah,
right?
to
To
make
make
yeah,
the
yeah.
right. So like that, I mean, I think that to the equipment has to be the same. So it has
Yeah.
to be about the athlete.
Yeah. Dude, we gotta think about a sport that we could enter. Like we take like 2, 3 years to train for like Summer Olympics or what.
No,
None
put
of the Winter Olympics.
curling, bro.
We could dominate curling, I
Yeah,
feel like. Yeah.
absolutely.
Do handball. I feel like we got handball. I've been saying that one
No,
for
that's the
years, bro.
handball's the one in the pool.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the handball that looks like soccer on a basketball court, but with a blue handball. Remember we used to play
Oh,
wall ball
sorry.
back in the
Yes,
day?
yes, 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 yes.
I feel like we got handball. Yo, y'all want to win? Honestly, if the U.S. wants to win handball in perpetuity, just go to the Bronx and get a bunch of dudes
That's
playing
a
wall
wrong
ball.
handball, bro.
Nah, we got it. I'm telling you right now, we got it. You get a bunch of Puerto Ricans in the Bronx, and a couple of Dominicans sprinkled into there, bro, to play goalie and shit. We got it.
Alright, yo, let's switch gears, bro. Did you see the trans community was striking back this week, man? You see that?
Yo, that is an amazing name for a movie, The Trans Strike Back. That shit is I
Dude, I
did
mean,
not see I don't even know what you're talking about.
this shit was it's kinda sad,
Okay.
but it happened to be like um, 2 different people. I think it was like guys turning to women, like transitioning to women.
Okay.
So one guy, Robert Dorgan, AKA Roberta S. Esposito. And I'm like, yo, man,
That's a Justin
you
Bieber and Daddy
can't
Yankee song.
what? I was like, how you? How you turn to a woman and you turn to a Spanish woman? How you a white guy and you turn into a Spanish woman?
He identifies as
Right?
Latino now?
Like, yeah, yeah, I guess, man. I'm,
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
like, so no, but this dude, I mean, like I said, again, this is kind of sad, but um, this guy went to his kid's hockey game. You not see this, bro?
So no, so oh, okay, so I wanna make sure I follow. So
Got it.
the guy transitioned to a woman, to a
Yes,
Latina woman, white guy transitioned to a Latina woman, then goes to his kid's hockey game.
that's right. So
Okay,
he has a son. I think he has multiple children, but
okay.
definitely has a son.
So is he a mom or a dad now?
Both.
Okay.
I don't know.
Alright, so
So
go
he
on.
goes to the hockey game, I guess with intent, and he shoots the mother of the kid,
So the okay.
and I think one of the other siblings,
God damn.
and then the
But
other
why? Just
no, don't know yet,
so transitions
and oh
and
sorry,
then proceeds.
and kills himself. But he ends up getting like tackled by some other dudes that were there, like watching their kids play.
Yeah.
But there's a video out there, man. That you see like the hockey players are fucking like trying to head for the exits, right? And then there's some other parents that like jump him and stuff, but he ends up killing himself. So that dude off himself. And then there was another guy in Canada, which I thought Canada was pretty peaceful.
Oh, there's a
Um,
shooting. There was a mass shooting in Canada, right?
in the school, and it was
Oh.
this other trans guy, um,
Oh, the trans guy?
Jesse Van Rootseller. Um,
God damn.
but so he at least 8 people died, dozens more were wounded. Um,
Nah,
and then
that dude, he must have been bullied his whole fucking
yo, he
life.
fucking well, he's
That
only
nigga.
18 years old, man,
Oh,
but
goddamn.
well, they're saying her because now he transitioned about 6 years ago. So he was now a she,
Okay.
killed her mother, his stepbrother, and then went into the town secondary school and killed at least 5 kids and a teacher.
Nah, y'all gonna have to identify your original shit because you skewing the data here and the
That
statistics. Where do I lump them in?
dude, but it's crazy. I'm just like, yo, man, you gotta leave these people alone,
Nah,
bro.
god damn, bro.
Leave them alone, man. Like, let them be.
Do you are the
Dude,
things
there's a
related though? Or do you
no,
because cause
those two
shootings
are not
are
related, bro.
no,
But
no, no. I mean, is it related to their transition? Because like obviously, we've had an insane amount of mass shootings like across
yeah,
the board and people do fucked up shit like murder suicides, for example. Like how
yeah,
many
yeah,
murder suicides happened last week that didn't involve, transgender people? This one probably just makes the news because,
yeah.
immediately people are like, oh, look at the trans. They're going,
I
the
think that's
trans, yo,
definitely
the minority community up until this whole Bad Bunny shit happened and the ICE shit happened, we was having a nice little run where people forgot about us because the trans was getting all the heat. And we was like, yeah.
there's a new
Yeah,
minority.
there's a those, those guys are
Yeah.
crazy.
Listen, y'all keep doing your thing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, man, but like the guy who went and shot up in the hockey rink, man. I guess I don't know if it was a week or recently he had posted on X like a response to somebody who was sort of doing some like trans bashing,
Okay.
and he was like keep bashing us, and then but don't wonder why we go berserk.
Uh,
And it's just like man, it's obviously it's gotta be
but why can't you just do that
super.
one dude? Just why
Again,
can't
I don't know why he went to the.
Yeah,
I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying, that he probably had a lot of rift with I don't know if it was his ex-wife or
yeah.
whatever.
Because you
Um,
can't talk shit on the internet and not expect and I think that's the problem is, man, a lot of us have gotten too comfortable talking shit on the internet
yeah.
because we ain't never been pushing our mouths in real life,
Yeah,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, I don't know. I'm all for you confront them in person. And I don't want you to kill them, but if somebody says some wild shit and you're a trans person and you pull up like, "All right, man,
Yeah,
so
now
what's
what?
up? Now what?" Yeah, I don't want you to kill him, but, yo, sometimes good old fashioned throwing
Ass
hands
whooping.
yeah, bro, that shit fixes people, man.
Yep.
Like, it fixed kids. It fixes us from talking shit. Like, pre-internet talking shit, like, if you talk shit in real life, like you was about that life, right? Like you willing to throw hands or you were gonna bully somebody or whatever. Like the internet made too many people too comfortable being assholes who had no business being assholes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah,
Nah, it's
I don't
true,
know.
man.
But I don't know, man. Now you gotta be careful who you talk to, because anybody will just fucking pull up and start shooting. Yo, everybody in the fucking world is taking America's thunder right now, man. Like, that used to be our thing, bro. The school shooting, like, this
Canada, go back to being
yeah,
peaceful.
this our 250th anniversary. Y'all can't let us just fucking, like, win this out. Y'all can go back to killing people in mass numbers next year. Let us enjoy this. We haven't had a mass shooting in in
Yeah, right,
America.
right, right. I don't listen. There might
Maybe
have
we
been one.
have it, just don't
Dude,
make the news
that's
no
what I was gonna
more.
say, man. I think it's not making the news
Our
anymore.
president our president's putting up racist videos online, so we don't even know if there's mass shootings.
Dude, did you see that shit, man? The fucking the I don't
He
even
put
know.
a former president on the on the body of a monkey, bro.
Him and his wife.
Some
So I
fucking
don't know if you guys
crazy.
probably saw this, man.
Uh,
And again, like I know that, or I believe that Trump doesn't. He does post some of his own shit, and then there's other people that post some stuff. But I guess he reposted a video that somebody else made, where it basically had a lot
There's
of
absolutely no chance that Trump wasn't the one who did this one.
yeah. Well, no, that was it was a repost.
That's what I'm saying. I think Trump is
It was a
sitting on the
repost,
toilet,
and
fucking
just like yeah,
scrolling, and it's
and
like,
just like
likes and
yeah.
reposts. Absolutely.
So in the video, it had a lot of political figures as like jungle animals. Monkeys, giraffes, pigs, hippopotamus, like all kind of shit, right? But the video opens with Barack and Michelle Obama as monkeys.
Yeah.
And then it goes through, and then towards the end of the video, it shows like Trump as like the lion. His
Right.
face, his face is on the lion. And I'm like, man, and he's like you said, he reposted it. And I'm going, yo, I kind of get in one respect where you go, oh, like it's funny. But there's no way that you don't look at that and go, oh shit, they put them two as the monkey. Like maybe I shouldn't repost that.
Because I think, man, there's like so many ways. I guess some
Do
people would
you think do
argue
you think
there's
there's a
only one
way
way to
that
look at this, but
do you think there's a way that he looks at that and goes like, oh, it's fine. Like everybody's an animal,
so
right?
I think there is a world where I think Trump would see that and think it's funny and just post it because he just goes, "It's an animal." He's not thinking of the racial like implications of it, or maybe he is, and that's what makes it funny. But I guess my beef with that would be that we used to hold that office to a certain level of
Certain
respect,
standard.
no
Yeah.
matter who was in, whether it was red team or blue team.
Yep.
There was a certain standard that we held it to, that we just assumed that the person who held that was smart enough to go, that's probably in poor taste. That's a text you share amongst your friends, not a tweet from the president of one of
Right.
the most powerful nation in the world. Like, I think that when you do shit like that, and especially given the current climate,
Right.
you're either stupid as fuck, like, and I refuse to believe that, or it's intentional. Like, I duh, I've gotten to a point now, man, where I feel like I've run out of excuses, like, to argue against
Right.
the administration being
Yes.
racist.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Yeah. Yeah.
because, like, I hate to be one of those brown dudes who screams like racism like, every time something bad happens because I do, or because I do think like some shit. Again, I don't think everything is shrouded in racism, right? But it is very difficult right now to argue with this current administration that there isn't at least some of that
Yeah, some
in like
smidge of that.
yeah, and and I don't know, maybe I'm naive, maybe people will be like, I've been telling you this the whole time. Maybe I don't know, man. Again, I tend to err on the side of like, I think people just like I could also see Trump living in a world where he's just like, I think that's funny, but the other side of me goes, but you need to have the wherewithal to go, that's probably in poor taste for President of the United States. Just it's so easy to not
Dude,
share it.
here's a
You know, like
it's poor taste if you're an owner of a business, which he's owned many businesses.
sure,
So
yeah.
this is not like I don't know, man. I go like this is not new.
It's also
This
easy
shouldn't be new for
to
you.
not share publicly.
Right.
Just send it to your boys. You know what I mean? Listen, I share racist shit or say racist shit all the time. Like, through text messages, and not because 'cause I'm racist, but because I think it's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I'm sharing it with my friends or with family, or I'm saying it, like, whatever, in context of people who know me, who understand that that's not who I am. Like, I just think that's funny, and
Yeah.
I'm racist against my own people, and I'm against my I just call it stereotypes. I just think it's funny. I know I'm not racist, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
except against white people. But other than that, no.
No, and no,
No,
you're
we forget
and
no, I'm
you're
not, you know
not.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no,
I
you're
just
not.
talk
Like
shit. It's just I just think, like, at some point in time, we have to stop giving him the pass of, like, "Oh, he's not politically correct. Oh, he just tells it how it is. Oh, he just" like, at some point in time, you gotta go, "Yo, you're either really fucking stupid and you don't understand what holding this office means and, like, the prestige that comes with that and the way you have to conduct and carry yourself to come with that, or you are deliberately doing this and you're trying to rile up a certain, a certain part of your base or whatever that is racist," and, like, I don't know, man. Now I'm like, I'm finding again, I'm running out of excuses to
Yeah,
go
no, I
like,
think that's a perfect statement. It's like you kind of running out of reasons to go. Well, maybe it wasn't that.
it's like at this point, it feels like it's always a defense. Well, it's like the minute you
Right.
have to keep doing that for somebody, like now you have to look at yourself and go, all right, man, am I just being naive or
Right.
am I just in denial and all that about what this really is?
Yep.
Because it's like one of those where like every Trump supporter isn't racist, but every racist is probably a Trump supporter.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's like and it's weird because that's like it's so bizarre to say that about like a political party, but like MAGA's become more than just like red team, right? It's MAGA's become like its own thing,
It's
its
their
own
own
beast,
thing.
its
Yeah,
own
yeah,
and
definitely.
so like you go like, I don't think everybody that supports Trump is racist. But it's almost like every racist person probably supports it's like so it's like bizarre. So at what point in time is like, do you alienate yourself from that? But clearly he's not, right? Like he like strokes that fire or stokes that fire all the
Unless
time
you're,
now.
no, but what if you're racist the other way, right? What if you're racist
Yeah,
against white people, against whites? Then you're probably not a MAGA supporter,
very true.
right?
Yeah, that's very
So
true.
it's really just like a one way thing,
I
right? If
think I
it's
think because and then that's true. It's also very fair, like that we forget that racism works both ways.
it does.
I think that we live in a country where though the majority of racism is bidirectional or not. It's not bidirectional. It's very like um in terms of like embedded in like the DNA of a country. Like America has, I would say, traditionally been whites are racist against blacks, right? Like
They're just
that's
non-whites.
right, because systemically, it's even been that way, right? Like, so I think to just the history of America is that it was systemically racist against black people, and so I think when you think of racism, yes, it does go in different directions, but I think
You
like
think about it in those terms.
well, you do because you don't give me the black version of a Ku Klux Klan or a
Black
brown version.
Black Panthers.
Yeah, black anything Wakanda. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think the most prevalent and prominent racial groups are generally whites against whatever thing they hate.
The Black
Everything else.
Israelites.
Oh, I just seen some of them, bro.
Yeah, are they
In the
still in,
park,
New
man.
York? What,
Yeah,
here?
and here, man.
Yeah.
Because those are the dudes that be dressed like coming to
I
America,
don't
like
know.
priests, and then they
I'm not sure how
with
they
the little
do.
books, and then it be basically telling you that white people are evil, and
Yeah, but I
and
know the ones in
God hates white
the
people.
ones in New York are like they kind of like got the
Oh, these
speakers and
guys
they
are
fucking
wild,
talking
yeah.
like they
They be
wild
in the
boy.
park in
They
front near
wild
my near
boys.
yeah,
Yeah.
they some wild boys, man. They be in the park now near my crib. I'll see like 4 or 5 of them, and I'm trying to think of what the getup is. I don't know. They
Do
be
you
dressed like the Three Kings.
do you walk by go
Yeah.
like this?
Sometimes I'll be like, I just be yelling out super racist shit. Nah, I be what's I'll be like, Umar.
I said black queens forever. No bunnies never.
Not see no bunnies, no. Yeah,
Shout out Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar, yo. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Dr. Umar, just go down that rabbit hole. That shit is amazing.
Dude, what's going on with ice fishing?
Oh, speaking of racist people,
Oh shit. Good
there,
segue, I guess.
there's a group of people in Minnesota who have been driving around their pickups. It's white guys, man. Yo, shout out white people in Minnesota. Like, they're driving around with pickup trucks with giant Mexican flags on them, playing like mariachi or just anything Latino,
Yeah.
and then like basically enticing ICE to
To
pull them
put them
over,
over.
and it's working. So they call it ice fishing. Yo, and the idea of like Minnesota, those are just American Canadians, right? They're like the nicest
Bro,
people
I had to
in
like
the
whatever.
world.
Yeah. I sat next to a guy from Minnesota when I went to a Chicago Bears game back in like '04, '05.
Yeah,
Nicest guy.
nicest person in the world, right? Yeah, yeah. The
Nicest
people in
guy.
Minnesota are nicest. You can't be that cold and like that there and be a miserable human being. It just doesn't work. They would all kill themselves. So like they're like the nicest people ever. But I was like, yo, the fact that Minnesota has just been like rallying around their like minority community is amazing. And so when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, that's funny as fuck. Also, something I would have done like in my youth. And I go, yo, to call it ice fishing
Ice
is so
fishing is fucking
Minnesota.
dope.
It's
Shout out to y'all, man.
yo, man, I almost gave them the carbon footprint because I was like, yo, the ingenuity behind the I was like, fuck yeah, man. I was like, that is amazing. We need to protect those whites. Whatever the Minnesota whites are, yo, let's protect those.
It's a different breed.
Is it yeah, anybody from them cold weather, like yo, I'm telling you, Canada, Minnesota, the Scandinavians, the people from Norway, like we gotta protect them at all costs, bro. Because they're like nice people, and they have every reason to be miserable, man. Because they live in some of the harshest conditions known to man.
Dude, let's finish it off with Gen Z. You got something on Gen Z. What's
We've
going
been
on with
talking
Gen Z?
shit about Gen Z forever. Because I've been talking shit about Gen Z forever.
Those are
I've
our
been,
kids, by the way.
yeah, I've been telling y'all how stupid they are, and science is backing me up. There's a study that is released recently that essentially says a new study reveals that Gen Z perform marginally lower than millennials on certain standardized cognitive tests, marking the first drop of its kind in recent decades. Researchers emphasize that this isn't about declining intelligence, but rather changes in how young people think, shaped by the constant digital input, scattered attention spans, and higher everyday stress. The findings highlight a shift in environment rather than ability. Modern schooling, media habits, and the nonstop information may be reshaping the way skills register on traditional exams, sparking debate on whether or not, like, even the exams that they give kids now in schools should be the same that the ones that we were getting, which they kind of are. Like the methodologies are different, but what they're testing for is the same.
Right.
So
Dude, I will say this, man. So like I've watched, obviously I got 3 boys, right? And all different. Um One of the things that usually that surprised me as I watch them go through school, whether it's elementary, middle, or high school, the amount of study time for tests.
yeah,
And I know you said you would say this way as well, but it was non-existent.
yeah, I didn't.
They didn't study for any. They never studied for any tests, and I always wondered, like, how the fuck do y'all how do you keep passing tests and you never and I never see you
Yeah,
study. I
I've
never
never
see you
studied for a test in my life, bro.
so like
Maybe it
what's
shows. I don't know.
what's funny is that one of my sons is going to flight school, right? He wants to be a pilot. And part of the training, at least the initial training for private pilot's license, is something called ground school. And so he had finished ground school. Let's just say he finished in like November. And he has to take he has to take the exam. Excuse me. Um, and he kind of let it go for like a good month. And we're like, all right, man. So you're doing this, you're still flying. Like, okay, so what's going on? He's like, oh, well, I have to take this ground school test. And I'm like, okay, so like, when is that? Oh, it's whenever I'm ready. Okay, so like, are you guys done with all the lessons? Oh, yeah, we've been done for a month. And I'm like, okay, so when are you going to do this? Anyway, kind of find out he's just been putting it off because it's boring.
Yeah.
And he claims, I don't know how to study.
Oh,
And so
I can see that.
And so his
Yeah.
so my wife and I have been like helping my wife more than myself. I just been kind of like helping them study and like I tell them, like, for me, one of my study habits is like I make a lot of what do you call that, like I relate things to each other, like
Yeah.
what do you call that, like what um like
No,
if
you
I
yeah.
to remember something, I might remember something, I might read something and then it reminds me of something
You'll
like
tie
about
it to
you.
something.
I'll tie it to
Gotcha.
something, and that's kind of how I remember. So I'm kind of like showing them this stuff or telling them how I remember things, and they've been going through it, and fast forward, like he's actually now, like this week, he will be ready for that fucking test.
Oh, damn.
But it's been almost 2 months
Yeah, it's been
of
a minute.
studying, at least a month and a half of like straight studying. And so I don't know, like I'm not in class with them. So I don't know how the class is different now from when we were there. Plus, bro, like the article said, this shit, bro, of scrolling through, dude, it's
Stupid.
crazy the amount of they're just distracted all the time.
Yeah.
And it's because there's like the moment of boredom and you
Yeah.
just grab the
Oh,
fucking phone.
dude.
Dude,
We do it in every single instance of life. You're at dinner and you have a moment where you're alone, you pick it up. You go into the bathroom, you're walking, you pick it up. You are walking out your door and down the hallway, like you pick it up and you're scrolling through social.
yeah,
Like it's like we don't give ourselves the time to just be like
just to
part of
be in
this.
your own head.
It's crazy, man. Like I almost get like embarrassed now the times that I open it I find myself like closing it like almost quickly, being like, why the fuck did I open that? Like I can just not. And I still do it a lot, like too much, but like it does still fuck with me. Not enough where I haven't done something about it all the time, but it does. Like I'm like, man, that shit is
Dude, I have a
so
good
time
good
consuming.
example for you from this morning, man. So my son gets up, he has to go to class. Um, he literally has like, I don't know, 17 minutes to get to when he has to leave the house to sort of get there on time. He ends up leaving the house late, and then when he gets home later on, I'm just like, "Yo, like, what is happening to you in the morning?" Because I see you walk by me this morning. Um, I see you had like 17 minutes to get dressed, and I'm going, "Okay, that's easy. You can just in 5 minutes and leave the house, right?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, I go to my closet and I'm thinking about what I wanna wear, but while I'm thinking about it, I'm I'm doom scrolling." And I'm like, "Man,
Guilty of
like,
that.
do
Yeah.
you have to fucking put the phone down to go decide
Yeah,
what
dude.
you wanna wear?"
Fucking crazy.
So, dude, I'm not surprised. I don't think this generation is less intelligent. I think that the way that we're measuring them, right, is showing that.
I think what we're gonna have is a generation that is lacking in you know how we had the people that were like, yo, you're book smart but not street smart.
Yeah.
I think what we're gonna have is a generation of a bunch of people who have no common sense and aren't street smart. They're very book smart in terms of like they could tell you the I like they could tell you the 57 different ways why you get dandruff. You know what I mean? But like they wouldn't, like common sense shit, like how to study, like just something basic, like this is how you study. They'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think
But
it's
he could probably tell you how to get to the moon. You know what I mean? Like they'll be
I
like,
think it's worse than that, bro.
yeah,
I think it's that a lot of their education is coming from here.
yeah,
And I think that they are, because of the advances in technology, like they're using that to do their assignments.
yeah.
And so like the sort of critical thinking and like the having to kind of sit there and focus and actually put in the work, I think that technology has
Oh,
made that stuff easier.
I can attest to that happening to me. I use AI so much now, and I pay for the subscriptions, and I do it like literally all day.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
work
use
for
Google
work
anymore.
is great.
Everything, work, personal life, like everything. I mean literally everything, bro. That I use it so much that the other day I was like, before I asked it, I wanted to like think something through. I didn't even know how to go about thinking about that problem because I've been using AI so much that it almost helps me think. Like, I'm at to the point where I'm talking to it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
conversationally, and so, like, I was like, "Oh, fuck," like, my critical thinking skills are gonna be non-existent in, like, 5 to 10 years because I don't have to, because I can just tell this thing the problem that I have, and I'm at the point now where I give it every single detail of the thing that I know, and then it, formulates, like, a really good
Which is the
and,
best way because you're sort of like mastering the prompt,
yes.
right?
So, I'm gonna be amazing at that.
Yeah.
Horrible at critical thinking or, like, thinking stuff through on my own, like and I see it happening to myself, so I'm like, "Oh, there's gonna be a whole generation after me that's like that." And even a bunch of us, like, who embrace this technology, I'm like, the
Yep.
downside to this shit is gonna be, like, I use it for recipes, I use it for, if I'm visiting a city, like, to make an itinerary for me, and it's awesome at stuff like
It
that. It
does,
takes
man.
so much of the guessing work out of it, um even for like our pod, right? Like I use it to help with description sometimes, or like if we create a video clip and I tell it, here's what this video clip is talking about, and it might give me like a suggestion for a thumbnail, or a suggestion for the caption, and the caption by social media platform, because this is why this one performs better on this. But it's
Right,
like,
right, right.
instead of learning that skill, I'm like, well, I don't need to know that anymore. I just be like, I need a caption for TikTok that's gonna hit, and it just does it. And instead of me going, here's what works on TikTok, the algorithm does it for me, so I don't give a shit. And maybe that frees up my brain to do other shit, like long term. Maybe it lets me flex creative muscle at some point in time, or whatever. I don't know, right? Like, I'm sure maybe there's a trade off there that's super positive. But like right now, I'm looking at it, I'm going like, "Fuck, this shit's making me dumber." You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
like it
I
is.
use it. I don't think I use it as much as you, but I do use it like for work
Oh, it's
stuff.
embarrassing, bro. When I die, clear my AI prompts, dog. I forget my browser history. I
Wait,
want y'all to clear my AI
let me take
chat
a let me
history.
take a note.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I go, dog, I need you to take my phone, take my laptop, and my computer, and just clear my AI
Dude, I'm just throwing them.
question
I'm throwing
history.
them all notes.
Thank you.
Don't
I
worry.
appreciate it.
Don't
You're a real
worry.
one. It's fucking embarrassing.
Yo, let's get out of here, man. On that, tell them where they can
At
find
the Carbon
us.
Football Podcast on IG, on Facebook, on TikTok, at the Carbon Football Podcast on YouTube, at Carbon FE Pod on X, and then at Carbon Football Podcast. No, at Carbon Football Podcast on TikTok. I already said that. So, and then all your favorite audio platforms: Audible, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, JioSaavn, TuneIn, Podchaser, Pocket Cast. Tell your smart devices to play us. You guys know the drill. If I should have done this at the beginning, but I fucking suck at this clearly because I have to think about it, and the AI is not here to remind me during the pod. But make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, turn on the notifications when we drop on YouTube, and yeah, thank you guys for the support, man. And
Absolutely. And yo, the two things that hit me this week, man, I just want to share with you guys. Like if y'all listen, I've been on a diet for like 3 weeks now, man. Something that really like that I've sort of stuck with me for the last couple of weeks. If any of you guys are kind of like struggling with like losing weight or whatever, man, one of the key principles that stuck with me was eat until you're not hungry. Don't eat until you're full. That was one of the things. And then I tell you off air, man, I listened to a podcast with Gary Vee. It was on the pivot. Um, and he said something to me, or he said something during the podcast that really stuck with me too, man, which was a lot of us, we work jobs and we make money and we play sort of like, if you using a sports analogy, we play prevent defense. And he goes, that's not gonna win you the game. Like, you gotta use your money to play offense. Like, don't forget when you get that money to play offense. And what offense means is, like, make sure you are investing money, whether it's in some sort of asset, whether that asset is stocks, whether that asset is um properties, whether it's you know the baseball cards, comic books, like whatever your thing is, like make sure you are investing that money in some sort of asset that will grow over time in order for you to play offense. Don't just throw it into the bank and play defense because you're gonna lose. And on that, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.
see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.